Hi guys, this is the Ghost. We are up at the San Bernardino National Forest. Beautiful highway. It's pretty hot though. So what I'm going to talk to you guys about today is that as a beginner, can you hit the twisties? Can you do some cornering and everything? Well, depends on what kind of motorcycle you have. You can start it at 250 and you can still hit the twisties and you can do some cornering. But you should be very careful and you should have some first-hand experience in how your bike is. How good is it? How is the tires? You have to check your air pressure, you have to check how good is your brake pads and everything before you start coming to the mountains and doing all kinds of stuff, you know. Because whenever I see riders coming into the mountains, I see a lot of wannabe riders who just want to, you know, come here, beginning itself, like start going to the mountains, just do wheelies here and there, do some extreme cornering, and that's why you see in the places like this, you see a lot of accidents, you know, where the beginners, when they don't know how to control their motorcycle, when they hit the turns and everything, you know, you gotta be very careful here. So you can come in any motorcycle you want, like even, you know, 250, 500, 650, 750, 1000, anything is fine, you know. So it's not a big deal. Oh, those are two guys who I met in the gas station. Good guys. So what I'm saying is that anything is fine. As long as you're comfortable in what you're doing, it's not a big deal. Wow, that is some cornering. So like for any guys who just want to start riding a motorcycle, you can just start from a 250. That's what I can say. I can suggest you that 250s are more easier in the turns and easier for you to control, you know. So welcome back guys, this is the Ghost. So I was telling you about like coming to the mountains and having some fun. Yeah, you can ride any motorcycle, but personally I have a CBR 1000. This is the 08 version. So many people say that 1000s are pretty tough to ride in the twisties. Well, it depends on what level kind of rider you are, you know, like if you're like pretty good, you have more experience, you know, you can ride it. But if you're like having a 600 or a 250, you can smoke any motorcycle in this road, man. You guys are way faster. Many people say that, oh, 600s, oh, it's 250, man, it's not a big deal. Yeah, it is a big deal when you hit a twisty or a curves. They're pretty nimble and agile, so it's easier. So you can easily turn here, can have more fun. But when not a straight line, the 1000s are the king. They're amazing. If you're like more sport touring kind of guy, you're like, you ride long distances, but at the same time you want to ride in a sport bike, you can go for any 1000s because they have more engine displacement and they're pretty good. And when you go at like higher speeds, you won't have any vibration or you won't have any tiredness. You have some tiredness, but what I'm saying is that you won't feel like too much vibration in your handlebars because 1000s are like more powerful. They have a lot of more torque, and you don't have to change your gears often. Also, you can just go in any gear, like it like depends on the road conditions too. But what I'm saying is that get a motorcycle which is good for you, not just getting something for the sake of buying, like, oh, I need a 1000. Oh, they're amazing. Of course they are amazing, but they're gonna kill you as soon as possible, you know. Just don't jump to a leader bike as soon as possible, but take your time, work your way around, you know. Like, I haven't ridden a 250 before, but I just tried my buddy's Ninja 300. Amazing motorcycle, man, it's so agile. It has no weight though, so, but I did a top speed of like, what, 110 miles in that thing? It's more than enough. Because in the cities, you feel like if you go to 1000, it's too much for the city roads. It's like, it goes like what, 45 to 50 in first gear without even any strain. Hell, I even tried like going up to 100 in my first gear. This thing is like fast for the city roads, the streets. These bikes are too much, man. You gotta be careful. So 250 is fine. So you can even try 300 by Ninja, so not a big deal. So you can even try the 500 by the Honda CBR 500. I think that's a naked bike, yeah. Those are nice too, man. Gives you better gas mileage. Try ride them on for a couple of years, get to know yourself. Those bikes give you, they improve your confidence, you know? So you gotta be, you know, one like that. Otherwise you're gonna end up in a topping box, man. So you gotta be very careful. So if you're like don't want a 300 or a 250 and want to move it to a 600, depends, you know, like if you're like a pretty tall guy, I think the R6 will be a better motorcycle because it has more seat height, and it is like, the seat height is like I think around 32.8 or 9, I think. That's pretty good for somebody who's tall, you know, like 5'10", 5'11". It's a pretty nice motorcycle. But if you're like not tall and if you want a motorcycle that you can, I can't say that you can be like flat foot on it, but like 75% ground, I think the Gixxer will be good. A pretty nice motorcycle. Very popular because that's what I had before this. Gixxer 600. Pretty good motorcycle. Amazing. Wherever you go, whatever bike night you go, wherever you see people doing stunts and everything, is a pretty good motorcycle. It's a staple product because they're pretty popular for launching the first Gixxer 750, the middleweight one, which was like so popular and all the Grand Prix, winning so many championships. Same goes for 600. Amazing motorcycle, has a really good mid-range, and they're pretty nice if you want to do some wheelie, stoppy, having some fun, you know. An amazing motorcycle, and I personally had one so I can vouch for it. What else is there? Hondas. Alright, coming to Hondas, they are really good on the streets, man. Amazing motorcycle. Cycle Cruiser has one. You can see his videos. Amazing. The handlebar is a little bit lifted up, and when you ride, you don't have to lean too much forward, so you won't have any lower back pain. You know, that's a big concern. Even I had it for like some time. You know, I gotta get used to it because I ride a lot, like doing 200 miles in one day. So when I'm doing something like that, you know, my lower back pain's like shit, man. I couldn't do that. I was like, oh my god, this is paining like hell. So I was like, how am I gonna welcome that? So I checked a few of the videos from Biker Direct. He has amazing videos. He's a really good guy. You should subscribe to him. He showed me a lot of he has in his videos, he has a lot of steps about how do you have to sit, your sitting position, and how do you have to lean, and how you're not supposed to add some weight to your hands when you ride. Amazing guy. Even him, Cycle Cruiser, and Chase on Two Wheels. Few other guys have really good videos on how to ride, you know? Because riding at 250, 300 is different because most of them have upright seating position. Not fully upright, but kind of like that. But when you go for a 600, a super sport, sitting position is more aggressive, man. It's like you're gonna have back pain. So you have to learn before you're gonna do that. Like you want to move up to 600. motorcycles of them. They have pretty good aftermarket parts. You can try the seats if you want to have a more comfortable seat. Then Kawasaki ZX6R. Now they have the Ninja 636. Amazing motorcycle. It's really powerful than all the other 600s because you can think that, oh, that it's just 36 cc's more. But no, that's going to be a big change, man. Ninjas are pretty good, pretty agile, very aggressive looking motorcycles. They're very popular in the 600 series. They're good, and you'll really like them. But that's much about the 600s. But if you feel like, 600, no man, I don't want to ride 1000, but 600s I feel like not that much powerful, go for the middleweight 750. Little bit more powerful than the 600s, but they are pretty good. As far as I know, the best 750, I can see the Gixxer 750s. Very nice motorcycle. The other one is the Ducati 899, but that's going to be more expensive, and you're going to fall down, you're going to pay a lot of money, man. But when it's a 750, they're pretty good. You would like them. So that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, so pick the motorcycle you want, you're comfortable with, go to the dealership, sit in the motorcycles for a lot of hours, check. I personally go to the Birds Mega Mall. It's a pretty big mall and a lot of motorcycles. If you live in LA, that's a nicer place to go because they have a lot of motorcycle collections. You can sit on them. Nobody's going to say anything to you about. Most of the people there are pretty friendly with you. And so you gotta go to the showroom, man. I mean, like, you had to try test riding them. You had to know, like, okay, though, this is a nice bike for me, because when you come in the roads, there are a lot of bad riders, because you have to watch where you go and everything and stuffs like that. You gotta be very careful, man. Yeah, so that's the thing, man. So keep riding like that, and so when you're comfortable in the motorcycle, start riding on the streets. Go to any place where you're more comfortable. Ride when nobody's there, so that even if you fall down, it doesn't look awkward, you know. Because I have fallen down, I have gone down many times, but when you go down, it's like your confidence goes way low, man. It's like you feel like, oh shit, I can't ride anymore. What the hell is happening? Because crashes are something common to anybody, you know. Anybody can crash. Even an advanced rider who's riding for like what, 10 years, he can crash. Crashing is something inevitable. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes you can control. Sometimes it's because you didn't take care of your motorcycle or your tires or anything. You might crash. But sometimes you never know, man. There's sometimes there'll be rock on the road. Sometimes hitting gears. Buddy of mine hit a deer. Probably total the whole motorcycle. You know, you never know that. So you have to be careful. Be careful on your part. The other side, it's not in your hands, but so that's what I'm telling you about. So when you're really comfortable on the streets, when you can when you can really do some good cornering, not even like cornering, like when you can turn properly without having your foot on the ground, when you can carry the whole weight of your body and the weight of the motorcycle. When you can do that, then come to the twisties, because these places are unforgiving. Because when you turn, you make a small mistake, you see a couple of cars, sometimes trucks also come, you know. You never know, when you fall down, what if something rolls over you? Your family, your friends, man. Don't take the risk. Be very careful